This is extremely concerning for us. I'm on my way to Anuga in Germany, where one of the largest international food fairs will be taking place. It'll certainly be a topic of conversation. In the U.S., our organization represents more than 4,000 specialty food producers, including many international companies that come to two of our biggest shows, the fancy food shows, one in the summer and one in the winter. Our concern here is that as much as it's not going to be 100% tariffs, it's still a tariff situation that involves food. Very concerning in that, as you all know, we have nothing to do with the airline industry. So why are we using food as a weapon here in this type of trade policy that's going to cause us deep concerns in the U.S.?
We're curious about the impact on overall demand for those who've now ended up on this tariff list. And no matter how many Americans like their green olives unpitted in saline, how much substitution could you see on the back of tariffs like this that drives up the end product for American consumers?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult. As I testified to the U.S. Trade Representative, substitution is not going to help the situation with consumer demand. The fact of the matter is Parmigiano Reggiano is made in Parma, feta cheese is made in Greece, Wisconsin cheddar is made in Wisconsin. You can't exchange those type of products for consumers' tastes. Consumers' tastes have evolved and they've accepted these wonderful products from all around the world, particularly with the Mediterranean diet in the EU, and they're all going to be impacted significantly with these price increases.
Can I ask about action that can be taken from here? Because we're standing by waiting to see whether the WTO now lobs some sort of retaliatory tariffs on actions taken by Boeing down the track, and whether the tariffs you're now facing could be offset by counter tariffs from Europe. What impact would that have if there's a ratcheting up on tensions on the other side of the pond?
So it's the same situation. We have great companies in the U.S. that are looking to export their products and goods. American products like salsa, American products, particularly when you think about biscuits, when you think about confections, when you think about all sorts of American goods, they're going to have a problem. There will be retaliation. We do expect that there'll be tariffs placed on them. As much as our exports in those product categories are not as large as the imports, it still will cause significant issues in the supply chain, because we in the food industry share a supply chain with all goods. So this is going to cause incremental costs to the manufacturers, and it'll also have a significant impact to consumers as these prices are being pushed to them. And we're going into the holiday season, so regrettably we're all in for a very difficult time as we try to move through this in some logical way. We don't know how that's going to play out, but we're hoping there's more dialogue than there's been recently.
Phil, I've seen some suggestions. Phil, I've seen some suggestions in some media that this is a free swing of the bat, in a sense, for Trump and the Trump base, because they are not the people who care about additional charges for their Greek-originated feta cheese or their Italian Parmesan. How do you read that? Is that part of the reason that it's specialty food producers who may be targeted?
Yeah, I don't think so. I really think this is a broader trade policy issue in the U.S., particularly as you've heard around the world about China and our trade policy. I think food, and particularly specialty food, and what's happening here with particularly European suppliers, and this issue with Boeing and Airbus is targeted in that respect. I think everybody loves their food, their ethnic food, and particularly I don't think from a government situation this is a specific picking on specialty food. It's affecting the entire agricultural sector when you think about what's happening with American farmers. There was some good news recently, so that was encouraging, with the beef markets opening up in Japan slightly. So we're encouraged by that, but at the same time, we all believe that this is a greater matter, and a sector like ours should not really be in the middle of it.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.